Okay, I'm gonna show you some cooking today. So what I'm gonna do is you can take either rabbit or veal or beef. Veal may be a little bit better if you don't like rabbit. What I did, I chopped it up and squeezed some lemon over it so to enhance the flavor. You need chopped up onions. You need some brown gravy, chopped up mushrooms, the white ones. Then you also need some sour cream, a good scoop, half a stick of butter, and some finely chopped up cumin, cloves, and a squeezed chopped up garlic, and also some good white wine, that kind that you would like to drink, so not a cheap one, so like say a $9 bottle. And then you get your pan ready with I have some lard in it that I have left over from a pot roast. As soon as it's hot, we're gonna put in the meat. So now that you have your meat in your pan, do not salt or pepper it yet. It needs some color first. So as soon as it has some coloring on it, I will salt and pepper it and show you the next step. So now you can see it has the color, it has salt and pepper on it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pour in my chopped up onions, and I'm going to saute it with a little bit with the rabbit. And then when the onions are done, I will pour the white wine over it just to cool it down. You will stop cooking and we will resume with the mushrooms. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So I poured the onions over the meat and let it cook a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm take my white wine and just pour it all over the place. Make sure you get all the stuff on the bottom of the pan, because that's the good stuff. It's like where all your spices are and everything else. It's like came off of the meat and stuff like that. So let it simmer a little bit. Not too hot, so we're gonna turn that down. As you can see, I have it on the highest setting, and I don't want that. I would say go like to the middle or something. Like if you have 9 steps, go on a number 4 or middle heat. So however your stove is arranged. Okay, what we also need to do is pour some gravy over it. So I'm going to take some of the gravy and just like pour it over it a little bit. Not everything. We need a little bit more for later. Put this to the side. And then mix it real good. Like this. Okay. And now what you're going to do is you take a bigger pan, put it all in, because we're going to use that pan for the mushrooms. I decided to go with a pot since this is easier. I have it on the lowest setting just to keep it warm and simmering. I did put the rest of the gravy in there since it wasn't very liquid, and I put a little bit more water in there too. We're going to need some of that liquid for the mushrooms. I already heated up the stick of butter, or better, the half stick of butter. Put the mushrooms in and see that they get a real nice color. As soon as you see that color, pour in the rest of your ingredients. That will be the cloves, garlic, and cumin. Mix it and let it simmer for a little bit before we go to the sour cream. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some gravy, pour it over the mushrooms, turn it off, and mix this in. Alright, I mixed the mushrooms with the rest of the stew, and it should look like this. Just put top on it so that you retain all of your liquid. Keep it on a low setting and let it slowly simmer till it's really soft and thoroughly cooked. Depending on the temperature and how fast you want it, it may take up to like 30 minutes, but I'm gonna let it simmer for about 40 minutes. With that way I make sure that also the bones of the rabbit are cooked. And you can serve that with noodles or rice, or just eat it the way it is. And you can also make some salad to it, that goes really well, and maybe some white wine.